Lois. Hey, Peter, I'm not on screen. I got no music. Oh, no, man. Oh, shit.
Oh, I've had quite a day today. Where is my music, please? The chat's going crazy. Hang on. I need music now, please. We'll do. Uh, uh. Oh Christ. Any childhood game. Come on, rack your brain. You know what we actually haven't done? I'm just gonna do, like, I've never just done Pokemon music. And it's, like, weird, because, like, that's very loud, I apologize. I'm a Pokemon guy, so why not, you know? And Pokemon music fucking slaps. It's, like, its whole thing. I am working on a video, and I like to have, like, every Fakemon have, like, its own background music, and then I'm like, okay, this one looks like it's from a desert, you know, so it needs to have desert music, whatever. So then I'm like, which desert team is the best? And then, I only found this out today, and I suppose I always knew it, but Hoenn is the first region to actually have a desert. It's kind of one of those things that you think, like, oh, every region has kind of a desert area, but no, Kanto and Johto just did not. Okay, so let's see. Hello, Sunshine the Maw. Hello, Score. Hello, Lime Yellow. Hello, Boreal Mind. Hello, Fanto. And I think I got all of you. Hey, I'm here and ready to be demolished. Don't worry, we've never demolished you, Score. Pretty good concepts all around. 11, I think. Pilu Patrol is level 15. I'm just seeing that on the Discord. I'm sorry that you have been so disappointed and betrayed. Sunshine has my drawing glove. I'm not going west. I can't do that because we don't do miles over here. So, like, I don't even know what a mile is. Okay. Use Kirby music videos to make them good. I would, but, like, I've never played a Kirby game. I know, outrageous. Cancelled. Dead. Kill him. So that's not really something I can do. Okay, so you know what, we're gonna straight away. We're gonna go with this guy. Why are all the images so big? Or is it just that my is it a me problem? Is my canvas too small? It's all good, just go to the link. If you posted a link, it's definitely not coming through on chat, because I think YouTube doesn't like when you post links. Don't be posting links in my stream. Okay. And if anybody's wondering what a drawing glove is, it basically covers the side of my hand that touches my screen, because I draw directly onto a screen. And all that's going to happen now is my my screen's going to get all my hand energy on me. Holy shit! It's Missy Dupop. How are we all doing today? It's Saturday. I did begin the stream saying quite a day. And I'm going to let it all out at you in just a minute. But I want to kind of get going on this as well. So this is by Lemon Kevin, who also goes by Lime Yellow. They're the same person. Sorry for shattering the illusion. Type undecided. So we don't know what types it is. I don't think I need to break down the name here. We all kind of know what that is. Bacon nose, tortilla, chip fangs, and its tusks and legs are French fries. Okay. Tortilla chip fangs. Are tortilla burger? Is that a thing is that a thing stateside that I don't know about? Putting tortilla chips inside your burger? Okay, so look, before I get going on this guy properly, I just want to get all this out of the way, because it'll kind of go into the conversation or whatever. This guy's on 4 legs. He's reminding me of what happened today. So he being me. So I foster dogs. I think because I had a family dog for like 14 years and she died and it was very sad. And then ever since I've been like, I want like dog energy, but I don't know if I can like have a dog. So this is our fourth foster we've had now. We've had him for 3 weeks. His name is Robbie. I'll do a quick drawing of Robbie. That's Robbie. He's very nice. But Robbie came from a very bad place. So he's lots of damage on him. And he's completely missing his lower lip. He has no teeth, but he's such a sweet guy, and we love him very much. So my mom decided that's a dragon. My mom decided to I never said I was good at drawing dogs. My mom decided yesterday on a whim that today we were going to also foster for like 5 days a border collie puppy. Now Robbie, who's like part staffy, came from a very bad place and has definitely been in dogfights before. This 8-month-old border collie, I don't know if you know anything about border collies. They're one of the most energetic dogs in the world. I was like, this isn't going to go well. I completely objected to it. And then the new dog came over today, and immediately Robbie, our first dog, tried to kill him. We're just lucky that Robbie didn't have any teeth, because if he did, it would have been absolutely ludicrous. That second dog now has gone to another house where they don't have a second dog, because I wouldn't have minded fostering a puppy, but it's just we already have a dog who's like a complete psychopath with other dogs. He's really nice with humans. He'll like lie down and sleep on you. He farts like a madman though. But sure, look. Anyway, okay. Woo! Okay, so here's Borger. I just had to get all that out of the way because that happened like an hour ago. So I was kind of very like today. It's like, will I be able to stream or not? I don't know. So Borger, it's a boar burger, types undecided, tortilla chip fangs. It has a bacon nose. And its tusks and legs are French fries. Okay, that makes sense. Let me know if the music is too loud for you. I actually think the music might be too quiet for you guys. It might be too loud for me. So what I'm going to do... I know I only stream once a week. It's like we figure it out as we go along. It's crazy. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. There we go. Maybe turn that up a little bit for you guys. And immediately we go fucking crazy Meteor Falls music. Okay. Borger. It is a Borgir. Plus boar. Now, just from me being in like that mindset, I think that this is one of those mons where it's just like, you know, the word burger begins with like burr, and burr kind of sounds like boar, so let's slap them together. It seems like a retap situation rather than any kind of and I'm not dissing it now, don't worry. It does seem like one of those situations where it's like, let's do like a pun with an animal, instead of being based on any kind of specific myth or creature or something like that. Because, you know, most Pokemon are. I'm not saying it's a problem. I just, if there is some underlying influence here that I'm not seeing, I think I got its inspiration pretty much in the bag. Okay. To be fair, bacon burgers. Yeah, well. I mean, yeah. Okay, so typing, first of all, people, normal grass and normal fire was suggested. I don't think normal, because it's very abnormal, if that makes sense. I don't think any food mon is normal. I could be wrong on that. Usually, what seems to be kind of the consensus recently anyway, is that Foodmon are fairy. Where is my fucking thing? Thank you. So I was thinking it could be like fairy normal, or because then fairy like gives the abnormal aspect. Is there a fairy normal type? I'm sure there is, man. He called it. Of course he did. Because it's like basic science. Fairy fire is unused. I feel fairy doesn't fit with this. See, I then am the opposite because I don't think every fairy type needs to be like pink and small and cute. Like, Grimmsnarl is a fairy type, you know? Fairy ground because boars are fairy ground type. Yeah, but he's a burger, you know?
Yeah, but he contains ground beef.
Anyway, I think I would go with fairy as one of its types. This very much reminds me of something that I've done before. I'm just gonna grab it. Where you take kind of an inanimate object, I suppose. A burger is. This is very weird because I remember somebody called a mushroom an inanimate object before, and I'm like, that's not what an inanimate object is. A mushroom's alive, you dumb. And it's like the lettuce, everything in the burger is dead, and now I'm like, oh Jesus. Tony suggested poison. I was literally about to say, like, where is Tony? But I realized you're talking about in the Discord, like, a few days ago. Yeah. It is Tony. You got it right. Score. If you're fired. Okay, let's, I'm getting distracted. But that's how the best streams go. It's just a guy in the corner going, like, za, 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 za. How's everybody's Saturday been? I've told you all about mine and my dog shenanigans. What else did I do today? I went to the gym. I'm like slightly pushing myself. Oh no, what I've started doing is I've been writing down like what numbers I'm doing on things. So then after I do it like 3 times, I'll be like, okay, I can adjust that up now 1. Because that's how you get strong. Now, where is this little man that I'm looking for? It's the French fry legs that are really reminding me of this guy I did a while ago. I'm suffering from COVID. No! Everybody's saying everything. Okay. The lettuce is alive to burgers are alive. I need you to write that again. I woke up less than an hour ago. That's time zones, baby. And it's a Saturday, so... Unless you're, like, in Australia, then it's like, what are you doing? I'm suffering from COVID, so I'm with you there. I had it at the start of February. I found actually having it was not as terrible as I thought it would be. I found that the day after my vaccinations were way worse. But I guess that means they worked, so sure luck. I rendered 3 Fakemon... I fucking forgot to speak English. I rendered 3 Fakemon designs today. I'm pretty happy. It's always a good feeling when you get stuff like that done. I usually do it in like... I always find it hard to like sit down. I know I'm taking ages to actually do this thing. I just want to find... And I'm bringing up one of my own designs here. Which is could be seen as like pompous or whatever. But I just... Yeah, right here. So this is an inanimate object man. We're going to kill his family. It's taken it. Okay, there we go. They're all dead now. So with this, it's a very similar vibe, where the legs on this ashtray are cigarettes. You know, so like that. What was I saying? Okay, so I rendered 3 Fakemon designs, so I'm pretty happy. So, I know how good that feels. So I'm there with you with that. I have videos coming out that have been in the works for fucking ages that I still can't release. And I think there are 16 mons in total. So it's like, it's just huge. Amount of stuff to do, so it's always good even if you get like a little dent. For every one I get done, I'm like, this is cool, I feel nice. Personal experience. So we've all had the COVID around these parts. Everybody get well. Yep. Australian fans are watching the local man draw at 4 AM. I mean, whatever floats your boat. I've When I get like mad creative bouts, I'll usually just watch like an art streamer, and it'll be like 4 a.m. But I'll be like, I'm vibing, you know. Cigar crab. Okay, we're not getting distracted by the cigar boy, but I'm saying the vibe is similar to something I would do, so we'd love to see it. So, I suppose with this, the tortilla chips I've remained unanswered on. Is that a thing with burgers? Because otherwise, I think it's like it's pretty good. I think there are things that could be changed for like better things. For instance, let's say we have burger. Pig noses are usually circular, so I mean the bacon is a cool idea, but what I would have done, I'm saying this like such an asshole today, but we all know how the Fakemon review channel works. You put stuff in and then I shit all over it. We're all expecting that, aren't we? I just opened Inspect Element on Google Chrome, please. Christ alive, can I get a good picture here? And as I now associate those foods. Just found out my own regions. 246 Pokemon, including regional variants. Yeah, I went and counted like every Pokemon I ever made. As a process, and I think it was like 600 and something. And I was like, that is less than I expected, but also a lot more than I expected. I've never had tortilla chips on a burger, but when I ate burgers, I really enjoyed Doritos on them. What? Tortilla chip and guacamole burger might taste good. We're getting too into burgers right now. I think what could be cool for a nose is if you did like a tomato. Sorry, tomato. Because it's like circular, and you know they are technically divided in 3. That's not how a triple divide works. Come on. So you could do a nose, something like that. It's kind of like finding the things that would occur naturally in the object. Like, so the slices of tomato are circular, they have holes in them, whereas the bacon, which is like a cool touch, it's just bacon that comes up and then it has holes in it. And I'm saying we can use the bacon for something else. Burger lore. Tomato. I used to say tomato because I lived in the US in 2017. So when I got back, and I worked in a fast food restaurant. So when I got back, I was all like, yo, bruh. Oh no, I didn't say bro, I said dude. I gotta take out the trash. Can I get a tomato in my burger? So now I kind of go back between tomato and tomato. The Burger King is responsible for several war crimes, and I will show you why. Okay, so let's think about this. So so what I'm thinking then as well, because with this fucking stupid program that I use, with the burger bun itself, there's, and I'm gonna say this as nicely as possible. Hang on. If you just go ahead and Google burger bun, because I've just done it now, pretty much with very few exceptions, what I would say is the color seems off. Because if we're saying it's a burger, this looks more like dough than an actual burger. It needs to be more kind of, you know, like cooked bread color. The inside of the burger is this color, but the outside has like the burger crust. I don't know the anatomy of a burger. But the other thing that I think is missing is some sesame seed influence. So like you could even have those look like eyebrows. I was about to say pigs have warts, but that's like a toad thing. You know, so you could have all these kind of things popping up and all of them. Heading out, happy streaming. I'll try and step by to see a little burger is doing. Just make a potato pig. No, I won't just make a potato pig. CMSC. I'll probably be long past this when you come back. I think we're nearly at the end of our everything in that channel, so I'll see what's there. I tried to add the seeds, but I thought it looked bad. But look, it's better to at least you tried. So then this goes back to like using the tomato. I can't decide on what way I want to pronounce that today. This goes back to like using the features on the thing to make something else. So, you know, the eyebrows could be like 2 big seeds. Something like that. Okay, so then the lettuce. So, I think my next issue, I suppose, is the burger itself. It kind of seems like it's, you know, the 2 pieces of the bread, and then there might be like a bit of bacon going straight through, and then you could have the bacon coming out the other side like a tail, and then there's just a sheet of lettuce. It doesn't seem like there's any like patty, which is kind of what makes the burger there. I feel like the burger patty should be more prominent in the design. Yes, sunshine. Hello, Gav. I just doxed you. Oops. And the lettuce is just sort of there because it's a burger. I thought it could be a beer. That's exactly what I was going for with the lettuce. But I'm saying first that I think the patty should be more there. And I think what could work there is maybe if like the cheese looks like fangs, because you know cheese and burgers, it's usually just like sheet cheese, and then if you like put that over like a circular ledge, like it's gonna, the corners are gonna kind of come down like that. So I think like the top teeth could be made of cheese. It's just the tortilla chips. That's the only, that's like that, when the tortilla chips are the only thing that I'm iffy on, like, you know, it's fine. So, and the patty doesn't even need to be like referenced. Well, not referenced, but like, you know, the patty can be subtly there. Then I'm drawing hair. What am I doing? You know, the lettuce then can be kind of a beard. I'm doing this on the fly, but make sure that you reference lettuce. Don't do what I just did. Because then obviously now that's too big. Or not. And obviously because he's a boar, we do need the okay, what I'm thinking of right now, just as a quick replacement for the tusks, goodbye Boreal, it's always nice having you, is you could do like halves of onion rings, because I know that onion rings are in some burgers, not all of them, and obviously my perspective here is absolutely shocking. Because I'm just trying to think of something that has like a natural tusk shape. Obviously, I know tortilla chips are like pointy. My one issue is that they just don't belong in burgers. Now, obviously, everything in the world is made up. You can do what you want. But in terms of like societal burger norms, I've never seen tortilla chips in a burger, and that is how we are operating today. So then obviously the lettuce is coming from within, so that the lettuce comes from within. So you can have kind of the lettuce come out between that and then out at the sides. And then chippies. So this is interesting. We don't call them fries over here. We call them chips. Which gets very confusing because you guys call crisps chips. And that's the whole thing. I guarantee you somebody's messaging me to... Okay. I can't reply to my friends' messages because I am streaming. What the fuck did I just do? Okay. Y'all saw fucking Gorbis boobs there, but it's in a video. Okay. We live in a society where you can't put tortilla chips on a burger. The lettuce also slightly looks like a tongue. I mean, yeah. What you could do then is have it be if you wanted like a mouth inside it, is you could just have it be a double patty. So it's kind of like it has these... You call them chips instead of salted potato McGrader Dino crisps. Yeah, so here fries are chips and chips are crisps. So when I went to the States when I was really young, I wanted dinner, but I was a picky eater. And I was like, can I get a plate of chips? I don't know why I'm British. And they brought out a plate of Lay's crisps, and I was like, I can't eat this. I mean, I could, but I was like, that's not dinner. That's not warm. I mean, it's still potatoes. I'm just trying to think of a way to, like, how could we start? Okay. So, do you know when you have, like, fries? And they have that weird, stupid black bit at the end. And you're like, ew, potato blight or whatever. I think you could just have, like, a... Now, obviously, I'm skinnying up the legs. We could have them be, like, steak fries. I think the thicker legs do work better. Because he's a bit of a bulky lad.
Crispy, crunchy, munchy nibble busters.
I'm not going to say every single thing. And if you wanted to give him a tail, you know, you could have that be an onion ring as well. At the back. But that's obviously on the back. We don't want that to be seen from the front. Steak fries look better, yeah. I don't think there's anything else we could do with the feet. You know, I think kind of plain... Like, the legs aren't huge in the design anyway. I hate this. It's been like 32 minutes. And I feel like I've done so little, you know? Like, I wrote like a few words and then drew a picture of a burger. These things just take time and it's... it ruins me. I feel like the legs could be more thick. I'm trying to think what we could be doing with the legs. I mean, the way they are, they're grand. Like, they will do. I'm just trying to think if there's anything better, you know, because that's always the thing. You get an idea and you're like, oh, that's it. But then when you like meditate on it, you're like, wow. Oh, Christ. Kevin just put a picture of a tortilla burger in chat. Well, prove me wrong. I was just going with universal burger lore. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. Oh, okay. So... I mean, burger and fries, it's pretty obvious. I can't think of anything else. I think that's pretty good. Onion ring tail. Let's drop this down to it. Oh, it's at 8. What size is my canvas? 2000. What the hell? Why is my line so big? When it faints, it spills ketchup. The one time Pokemon could get away with using gore. So ignore, it's ketchup. Oh, I was on... Yeah, there we go. I was on a different brush right now. Okay. So I suppose I would say... Consider... let's... You have to realize that it's weird writing and drawing just because I don't have the glove. First world problems, I know. So let's pizzity pop the pig over here. And these kind of suggestions I do at the end, these aren't just for the artist. These are kind of things for everybody to pick up on. So I suppose it's fucking... Did I multiply something there? No, I didn't. Okay. Where have I selected? There we go. Okay. So consider patterns in inspiration, I suppose. So the inspiration here is a burger and a boar. So like the nose could be a tomato. The sesame seeds could play into stuff. The onion rings. I haven't even included bacon in this, which could be seen as diabolical, you know? You could have bits of bacon poking out the sides, or do bacon as the tail or something, you know? Maybe even do the legs as bacon, you know, if you want. Consider pants as an inspiration, and stick to defined norms, we'll say. So basically what that means is it's like, oh, making a burger Pokemon, don't slap tortilla chips in there, because then it's like there are other things you could use. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna make an ice cream Pokemon, I need to put a donut next to it. You know, it's like that doesn't really have anything to do with ice cream. What if it had a sandwich pig pre-Eva? Seems you got Kevin's attention. So that was pretty good. First one. Let's see what else we've got in the...
How much Fakemon review dedicated server?
Okay. And what I've been doing recently is just adding the chatter emote to anything that I have reviewed, just so I don't get stuck on it. Or stuck looking at it. Okay. Anybody in school? Is like Easter break now? Have you all been off school, or is that a thing? So my sister works in public, and I was like in a business where kids go, and I'm like, I'm not a kid. Also, I quit my job since last week. That's the new thing in my life. It's not really relevant. Okay, have I missed anything from up here? Okay, I've done a lot of these. Okay, yeah, here's one that I knew I missed one. This one's kind of cool. This one is 2. So we might do one, we might do both. You know what? I'm actually in a Gen 5 mood. Sorry to disappoint y'all. How can you not walk into Driftvale City and start fucking dancing like? Okay. So, let's see. UB11 Plasma UB, so we'll just say UB Plasma UB Witch. Nuclear take incoming. Driftvale isn't that good. Well, Phanto, what city do you jive and jam to? I'm putting you on the spot. I don't know if I should post these since they're purely for fun, but criticism is always good to have from someone who knows what they're talking about. In big quotes. Plasma, it's called Pulsma. You can't say it's not good and then say it slaps. That's a oxymoron. Electric Dark. I've been finding that I enjoy Legends Arceus when the music starts playing. Because I thought it was just going to be a silent game, and I was like, I'm getting really bored. And then when the music starts playing, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Pokemon game. So this guy is... Tasers. Railguns. I've done these way too close together. I'm an idiot. Like, I don't think it's the be-all, end-all best city theme, but I'm definitely like, this place is the jam, you know? I wouldn't put on Driftvale City on, like, my wedding or anything. Electric Dark. Based off tasers. Railguns. Wires. And robots. Gen 5 Elite 4. The Maw Plasma. Irish Battle Elite 4 Battle Gym Team, Low Health Team. Getsis's team is so haunting. Because I was playing... I was like... It was late at night when I beat that game. And... I was a teenager. So obviously I'm not... Like, I wasn't scared. But I was like, this is fucking crazy. Like, Getsis's theme. Fucking chanting and... Getsis's theme will always stick with me. I think my favorite evil boss theme is Cyrus, though. The Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon version of Cyrus's theme is a fucking jam. Let me see what else you got there. The Maw Plasma theme, I think you mean Neoplasma, but yes, it's way better than the original one. It's got that nice guitar. I think the Iris Battle theme is overrated. I think it's cool, but I was never like, amazing! I think Ultra Necrozma is the most overrated song in the franchise. Everybody was going fucking apeshit for it, and I was like, this is fine. Elite 4 battle, yup. Gym team, yup. Low health team, the end of gym team, yup. Every gym theme in Black and White 2 is its own unique theme in the actual gym, and I love it. And no game has done it since or before, and it's crazy. Back now. Hello, Missy Dupap. Here is the burger really quickly. Wow, amazing. There it is. It's gone now. You can't pause the video. Yes, you can, but I've lied to you. Okay, so Witch, and its name is Willowitch, which I like. It reminds me of something. It sounds like Will-O-Wisp.
Guess who's here, gamers? It's Talonflame TV, also known as Jelly Dude.
I like Chairman Rose's battle theme. I just like Chairman Rose's battle theme is fucking crazy. I used it. I still haven't played Gen 8, but I remember when I was watching Birdkeeper Toby play through it, I was like, that theme is crazy, and I used it recently for me and Tank's live stream, collage, whatever you want to call that, because I was like, I just need an evil sounding song. I don't think he's a great villain from all that I've seen in that game, but I think the music is fucking crazy. Burger looks epic, delicious. Would love to see it. Okay, so based off, I could already tell you that this was based off Blair Witch. Now here, Toucan has Willow Wish written. I have to look into that because they may have just meant Will-O-Wisp. Ents, witches, and demonic imagery. I like it, but it doesn't fit the character at all. Well, I think the character is bad, so nothing would fit. Yeah, he's kind of just like a weird smiling businessman with some long hair. It's not like Lysander where he comes out in an admittedly fucking ridiculous like bee outfit. I remember playing X and Y and I was like, am I meant to be threatened? This guy is like, what even is Lysander doing? What's he wearing? I want to get a picture of this up because it's... Just bear with me for a sec. This guy rocks up. That's like, what am I looking at? He just has like robot bees attached to him. What's that doing? Lysander is just like, they're like, oh, he's not the villain, but the second you see him, he's like, this is the most villainous character I've ever seen in my life. Ginger Wolverine, as everybody used to call him. Okay, so let's break this down. Okay, so UB Plasma. Now, what's very fun about doing Ultra Beasts is you don't really have to stick to any rules. From what I've seen. Now, usually, the whole Ultra Beast thing is that they're based on invasive species is the way that they wanted to play it. So, obviously, mosquitoes, cockroaches tie into that. But then, like, I think it's Princess Kaguya is the story of Celesteela, where it's like the strange space baby found in bamboo. And then Kartana is just origami. Yeah. I've always been amazed by whatever Lysander's wearing. I've just been baffled. I'm like, what is he... what is this boy doing? Okay, so I think my only criticism of this first guy is that he looks a little bit too much like Deoxys. And I'll just get up some reference of Deoxys. It's not huge, and I'm trying to like... Oh, okay, I know what it is, I know what it is. So it's kind of like, Deoxys doesn't have spikes though, but he does, because Deoxys is one of these lads, where he's got many forms. Did you know that in Gen 3, it was impossible to choose which version of Deoxys you wanted, if you could even get it, because each one was just tied to a game. So in Ruby and Sapphire, it was just normal Deoxys. In Fire Red, it was attack form. In Leaf Green, it was defense form. And in Emerald, it was speed form. You couldn't have a version of Deoxys unless you were playing the right game. There's none of that change his form via the meteorite thing. Which I'm very grateful that they did. Because I think that the whole game form thing is stupid. It's like Lycanroc. I'm like, just make a different evolution. Why is it the same thing? I didn't know that. I know a lot of things from old Pokemon days. Okay, but kind of you see what I mean? It has the two arms and the kind of the spiked legs. So let's do some research here. Railgun. I don't think I've ever needed to look up Railgun before. What is a hypersonic railgun? Wow. Amazing. So yeah, a railgun is pretty much... Do you know what Pokemon is a railgun already? Shout it if you know it, before I can get it up. What the hell is it called? There he is. Very small. Yes. Oh yeah, Alolan Golem is a railgun. I completely... I literally did that in a video 2 days ago, and I forgot that it's specifically a railgun. Which I think is just ridiculous, because it's like, why did we turn Golem into a gun? But anyway. No, what bothers me more about Alolan Golem is that it just has a beard for no reason. With the Probopass, I think it works, because the nose is magnetic, and then it just grabs all the metal filings, and it looks like a mustache. Golem just gets a beard. And I know it's like the same thing. I hate Alolan Golem's arms, though. They're so small. It annoys me. Okay. So, Railgun. And tasers. So let me think about this for a sec. I'm like, do we want to go ham? With having 2... Hello, Nambasa. Let me shrink all these lads down. They don't need to take up that much space. Oh, they're all rotating and spinning. Hawaii's a US state. US equals guns. Where were all the... Oh my god, what... Actually, no, never mind. Because I was going to say when they remake Black and White, they'll include, like, regional forms. But no, they won't, because they didn't do that in Brilliant Diamond. Shining Pearl. Which I genuinely wake up to some days and I'm mad about. It's like, those are really the remakes we got. When you compare those to any other remakes. It's crazy. The quality difference. Okay, so let's think about this. So it's a robot. Railgun. Okay, railguns. Let me go into Wikipedia. Okay. A railgun is a kinetic energy weapon that can fire a projectile at 7 times the speed of sound with electromagnetic force and hit a target over 200 kilometers, 125 miles away. More than 10 times the typical range of a cannon. Is a railgun possible? They do not currently exist in a practical usable form. Apparently. Okay. Railgun. That's why Pearl Harbor. I mean... Probably not. Okay, railgun is a linear motor device typically designed as a weapon that uses electromagnetic force to launch high-velocity projectiles. The projectile is normally do not contain explosives. Instead of relying on the projectile's high speed, I mean, yeah, it's... Fuck off. That had the same effect of... Oh, what the hell? I was like, this is a Gen 4 playlist. Get out of here. Or Gen 5 playlist. And I had the exact... So for anybody who doesn't know, in Generation 5, in the post-game, there's a nice sunny resort town, and it's super happy music, and then you walk into a house, and Cynthia's there, and this music starts playing, and anybody who played Gen 4 back in the day, and even in the remakes, I think... I haven't actually gotten to her, because I just stopped playing those games. I think she's harder now. Cynthia's one of the hardest champions. And this music starts playing, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And genuinely what happened right there is I heard the music, I was like... I'm stunned silent because it's in the wrong playlist, and it was exactly the same reaction I had as a kid. And I'm like, fuck you. Person who just... Why is this so early? We're only like half an hour into this playlist. What are you doing? Put this at the end. Okay, so let's go back to that Wikipedia page. Doing Wikipedia research is... I always find is the most fun part. I'm going to write that as tip number 1 to everybody. Wiki research. Because if anybody's watched the Smogest videos, that's how I did a lot of research. Because Wikipedia shouldn't be a source if you're like doing like a college project or like writing a thesis, but it's pretty accurate most of the time. The only reason it's not fully accurate is because anybody can edit Wikipedia. But usually if stuff is wrong, it's immediately changed. Okay, so it shoots things really fast. The railgun uses a pair of parallel conductors / rails, which is what we have in Vikavolt and Golem over here. I'm going to move Golem over here with the lads. And it's what we have here as well. Whoopsie. Go back, please. Thank you. Love Wikipedia. Don't care if it's wrong. Sometimes I learn so much. When we were in school, we used to go on Wikipedia because there was a guy in our class from like a really not well-known town. So the Wikipedia page was like only one line. His name was like, we'll call him John. And we we edited the Wikipedia to go like, this place is known for nothing except that John lives there and he's an absolute legend. And it stayed up for like 2 weeks before somebody changed it. 'Cause it's just one of those towns that is like in the middle of fuck all nowhere and nobody cares about. Okay. I need to go on a new layer because I'm actually drawing on the layer with all of that. Or writing on the layer with all of that, and that's no good. How's everybody's day going? Talon, I don't know if I can tell the story again. Basically, there was a lot of dog shenanigans going on today. And it's all taken care of now. You can rewatch the start of the stream. I might talk about it later again. But yes, your day's going good. Lovely. Okay. In 2020, as of 2020, railguns have been researched as weapons utilizing electromagnetic force to impact very high kinetic energy to a projectile rather than using conventional propellants. Okay. Basically what it is, instead of like a rocket having a flame, they use magnets to shoot. Do you know like a Minecraft TNT launcher? It's that. Basically. Railguns are still very much at the research stage after decades of R&D and remain to be seen whether they will ever be deployed as practical and military weapons. Any trade-off analysis between electromagnetic propulsion systems and chemical propellants for weapons applications must also factor into its durability, availability, and economics. And obviously, blah, 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 big words, big words, big words. Okay. Applications. So there's basics, history, design, applications, tests, issues. Railgun durability. To date, public railgun demonstrations have not shown the ability to fire multiple full power shots from the same set of rails. Because you do it once and then they fucking destroy themselves. Which I can't blame them for. It's like the most crazy gun in the universe. Projectile guidance. Oh shit, do they miss things? Oh no. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is there's a thing here and it's called the DeadBedSpread's. Practical. Okay, so it's applications. So this could be good. So then we can like, what is this Ultra Beast doing? Instead of it just having rail guns on its arms, could it be doing something? Could it be made? Now I know Ultra Beasts come from other dimensions, you know, so we could figure out something here. So launch or launch assist of spacecraft. Space. I mean, they come from ultra space, you know. Okay, so electrodynamic assistance to launch rockets has been studied. Space applications of this technology would likely involve specially formed electromagnetic coils. Blah, 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 blah. Yup. For space launches from Earth, relatively short acceleration distances would require very strong acceleration forces higher than humans can tolerate. Okay. If anybody wants a video with good Ultra Beasts, I would recommend BP Bludgeon's Halloween special from last year. He has a lot of cool ones in there. That's very funny that they were able to do it. Or what is it? No, they have... The theory is that they can do it. It's just it's too strong that it would kill the humans inside the rocket. Okay. Nevertheless, if technically feasible and cost-effective to build, imparting hypervelocity escape velocity to a projectile launching at sea level where the atmosphere is most dense may result in much of the launch velocity being lost to aerodynamic drag. In addition, the projectile might still require some form of onboard guidance to control to realize a useful orbital insertion angle that may not be achievable based on simply on the launcher's upward elevation. That's so scary! They're just like, yeah, we're just going to launch it and we don't even know if it'll reach space. You know? Whereas with the way they do it now, they have all the jets and stuff, and it's like, okay, once we're in space, those detach and whatever, and we're good. But this is just literally a giant slingshot, and they throw you into the air and hope you just get into space. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I think what they actually do with this is launch supplies up to the astronauts. Because it's a lot smaller stuff. What the heck happens if it doesn't get to space? Well, there's a reason they don't do it yet. So that's exactly why. NASA has proposed to use the railgun to launch wedge-shaped aircraft with scramjets to high altitude at Mach 10, where it would then launch a small payload into orbit. The extreme G-forces involved with direct railgun ground launch to space may restrict the usage to only the sturdiest of payloads. So the problem they have here is that it's so powerful that it fucking destroys anything they shoot out of it. Do you know what they should do with railguns? And I've been saying this for years, and nobody can give me a definitive answer on why they don't do this. And I know it's all like blah blah blah, government bollocks, whatever. The world has a trash rubbish problem. Every day, the world is lit up by a giant ball of gas in the sky that is constantly burning. Use these railguns and just shoot the fucking trash into space. We'd be rid of trash, would be great, it would be amazing. Anyway, that was semi-serious. It wasn't completely a joke. Okay, weaponry. 2,500 meters a second. 8,200 feet a second is the speed that these go at. Then it becomes that one part for Wally. We got this guy at NASA job. Be like, hello, yes, I make YouTube videos. Speaking of which, can we just acknowledge what happened in the Discord earlier where somebody didn't know that I had a YouTube channel? And I'm like, how are you here? I've talked about it. Like, what are you doing? How did you get here? Also, if anybody hasn't seen it and you do have anything you want to ask me, I am doing a Q&A soon. I have a community post on my main YouTube channel or a channel in my Discord. There's a link to that in the description. I don't have a link to the community post. I'm very sorry. I'll probably do another one closer to when I'm ready to do that video. I just like doing Q&As. I think they're cool. He says only after having done one, only after having his English broken many a time. Okay. I'm just reading about, can I turn this down a tad, please? A little bit more. There we go. Okay, railgun as weaponry. I think that's the thing. Helical railguns? I know I'm taking ages talking about railguns. You know, like, guys, like, I'm chill. We're fine. I've had a long day. We're just hanging out, you know? Are multi-turn railguns that reduce rail and brush current. Two railguns are surrounded by a barrel, and the projectile is helical. I think it's like circular. The projectile is energized continuously by two brushes. A helical railgun is a cross between a railgun and a coil gun. They do not currently exist in a usable form. Okay, plasma railgun might be something that we want to go for here. It's an accelerated plasma energy weapon, which, like a projectile railgun, uses two long parallel electrodes to accelerate a sliding short armature. Out of a plasma railgun, the armature and ejector projectile consist of plasma or hot ionized gas-like particles instead of a solid slug of material. Okay, that's what we're going for here. So. It is one of several US government efforts to develop plasma-based projectiles. As of 1993, early experimental stage. The weapon was able to produce donut-shaped rings of plasma and balls of lightning that exploded with devastating effects when hitting their target. The project's initial success led to becoming classified. Oh. So there is a plasma-based railgun that exists. And nobody knows anything about it. Ooh. Okay, so the... I just drew fucking Goomy. Let me read that again. Balls of lightning.
Balls of steel, steel, steel.
I kind of like the donut rings idea. Okay. We've spent fucking years doing research for this, and this is only one of them. So if I just Google image railgun, this is actually very interesting now, because I think, yeah, there's like concept stuff for railguns on boats, but I'm like, if it shoots that powerfully, wouldn't it like tip the boat over? You know? How does a boat brace for something that, like, I don't know how boats work. It's what I'm learning from this. So I think kind of what we have now is, you know, we have man. And, you know, he kind of goes like, blah, 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 you know. That's what his cry would sound like in Pokemon. Let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to get the Ultra Beasts up in here. A picture that isn't of absolutely shocking quality, please. Hello, yes, can I get a big picture? Why is this in a Gen 5 playlist? I know it's technically the Gen 5 version. If you want a good Cynthia remix, the Braxton Burks one is fucking crazy. Most of Braxton Burks stuff is like legendary. And then Nintendo were all like, you can't use their music. And then it's like, well, why don't you fucking release it yourselves? Or remix it yourselves, you gobshites. Anyway. So let's see. We have like Jellyfish Mosquito, who is admittedly also kind of a man. Cockroach, who is a woman. Anthropomorphic Wires. Space Girl. Paperboy. Six-limbed, two-headed dragon. Is Necrozma an Ultra Beast? I guess. Prism Boy. Glue Gun. Poipole and... It is, yeah, Naganadel is a glue gun, isn't it? Stakataka is... So it's kind of like, I think for this, we don't need to limit it to kind of a man shape, you know? That's the sacrifice the boat's got to make. Like, if the boat shoots, it's going to be like... bang, and then it's going to be like... There's going to be so much force, it's just going to send the boat flying, like... Maybe we could make it a boat. See, the issue with railguns is that they don't exist in, like, a quantifiable capacity. If that makes sense. So, you give the boat plot armor. So, like, I think, you know, we could do something where you make the body even, like, boat-shaped, you know? And maybe it has, like, railgun arms or something. This is how we come up with Pokemon designs, kids. You gotta do everything. This kind of reminded me of something I made for Smogest back in 2020. Was that 2020? I guess it was. I'll grab it for you. Don't worry. Oh, DeviantArt, you piece of shit. Why are you so full of drawings I've done forever? These should be on here. Oh yeah, of course they're. Smogus 2020 is where Splouter came from. So this is not Launch, who's a like a whale shark. Not a whale shark, sorry. He's a shark, but he's a boat, you know. So he's launching a. I think there's whale in there somewhere because he has a blowhole. That's a literal blowhole. But this kind of goes back to the, you know, you can animalify things. But I think with Ultra Beasts, you can make them like as strange as possible, you know. Even if you wanted it to be a boat, but like there could be eyes up here and then like teeth. And then that could be like a lower jaw, you know. But it's a boat. I know Ultra Beasts are super duper weird. I think not making it not a man. Even if you made it just like a sentient gun, you know. Like, and I know that this is kind of Rotom's whole shtick. But what if, like, let's say the gun was there, and then we had like a blue. I am Rotom now. Blue. I'm going to shoot myself out rapidly. You know. I'm trying to think of an animal that would shoot something. Because when in fear, we have one part of the concept here, which is railgun. It's just like, what do we attach that to? So thing here is you can be like, oh, it's an animal that shoots things. So you could do like a wasp, you know. I guess 2 Ultra Beasts are bug-like, so it's like a, maybe it's a thing. Naganadell's kind of pretty waspish as well, you know. So I guess maybe, I know wasps don't shoot things, but I'm saying like he could be like, blah, I am a wasp. You're going to get railed. No, let's not say that. Ultra Beasts are weird. I don't think I've actually ever designed an Ultra Beast. So I am in unknown territory right now. So look, for him anyway, I'd say kind of worry about maybe not just making it a man. With this second guy then, I'm getting like Trevenant kind of vibes. And I think, Radiclismic, you were very correct. But I didn't design Radiclismic as an Ultra Beast. I just designed Radiclismic as a dude. And then I was like, this is cursed beyond belief. So Radiclismic was kind of like a... Sorry, I'm looking for... Oh my god! Post... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, in... hindsight. Yes, in hindsight it's an Ultra Beast. Or... retroactively made an Ultra Beast. That's what I'm looking for. This second guy I have completely an idea with. What type is it? It's grass, ghost. Now I'm assuming that's a flame up the top, like a ghost flame. But I would say for this to make it extremely creepy, because currently, and I could be wrong about this, it looks like it's just kind of branches and stuff wrapped around each other. what I think would add to this creep factor like 1,000,000%, because it's like it has a little bit of Trevenant vibes. If we, and I did something like this for October 2020. Did I do October in 2020 as well? I did, didn't I? I don't think that's on DeviantArt though. Is it? No, I don't know if I have this. I did a Blair Witch inspired mon. And I think what would definitely separate this from kind of natural based grass mons, because if we look at the grass mon of the Ultra Beast, it's paper, you know, which is completely unlike anything we have. So I think if you did kind of like, I'll get a reference for this. What do we call it? Blair Witch symbol. Now, I'm not saying you copy this exactly. Wooden boat. Yeah, this one works better. What I'm going for. If you have this guy, like, and I'm not saying use the exact Blair Witch layout for this. I'm just going to, because this isn't my Fakemon. And I can't be giving y'all all the answers. If he was kind of like bits of broken wood, and it was all like kind of tied back together with like clearly, like, it's clearly rope, you know? I think that would add like a huge creep factor, because like this thing isn't just like, this thing didn't just come alive, like this thing is assembled, you know? And it's very Ultra Beast Ian, I suppose is the term we'd use, where like Kartana obviously is origami, but that is a species. It wasn't made like that. Xurkitree is wires, but it wasn't like somebody's like, I'm going to give life to these wires, you know? And then you could have the ghost flame up top. Maybe if the branch, if like the wood looked like it was on fire, that could be pretty scary too. And let's put the eye there. Blah, very scary. And then we make him big and muscular. Oh, wow. Amazing. And then we give him big feet. Okay. So I think UBs are weird. Think outside the box, I think, is the best way to... It's the lesson we can all learn from that. Because just if it's like roots and stuff, or just naturally occurring like tree parts, again, that does remind me of Trevenant, but also like a lot of grass types. Whereas Kartana, every time you see it, you're kind of like, is that guy grass type? You know, and it's grass and steel, not because it's like a tree with metal on it, but because it's very sharp paper. It's as sharp as steel. Okay, like 2 people joined the Discord today. What's happening? We're nearly at 100, I think. Okay, so we'll pop those in there. And we'll call these UBs. Now, I need to be a bit kind to myself now, because there were 2 guys in here. Yeah, so I'm not under any kind of time pressure. I mean, like, I'm getting hungry, but, you know, it's nothing crazy. Okay, so I think in the channel there's only like 2 guys left that I haven't looked at all. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to pop away, get more water. And I will be right back. I had a very good thought there and it completely disappeared instantly. What the hell? I was sat down, I was like, I'm ready to go. And just nothing. Brain is completely empty. Okay. Okay, there's a few now. There's 1, 2, 3. I know there's a 4th one. 5 technically, but I don't think about Wife is back from the dead. Did I miss any life-changing events? I went to get water. We were on the BRB screen, so he literally missed nothing. Me! Oh, you mean like you. Like now. Okay, I see. Let me do one real quick. First. Actually, no. I'm tired. I'm gonna do. And it's not because you asked. Bang. Score, it's yours. Where's my pen? There we go. Okay. Big lot of text, which we appreciate. Okay, so. Rodiox. The rodeo Pokemon. Those are not fluffy ears, hate to tell you. Its name is from Rodeo and Ox. It's a fighting fire type. Blah. Its abilities: Anger Point, Inspiration. Rodeox is based on rodeo shows. And bull riding. There's a dog next door going fucking crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It is also based on the cartoon trope of an enraged bull. Enraged bull. The tail is used like a whip and being set on fire when Rodeox is enraged. My whip cracked when it was rotated, and the beast was stunned. Rodeox is enraged. The ears. Oh, it does have puffy ears. I completely misread that. I'm an idiot. Sorry. The ears look like a puff of smoke. I completely misread that. I'm an idiot. The ears look like a puff of smoke or steam, which is a reference to the cartoon trope where if you're angry, smoke or steam comes out of your ears. The red colors are a reference to the common myth that bulls are perturbed by the color red. Okay. Bulls no likey red. Okay. I completely got the ears wrong. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, so this is it's very similar to the one we did last week. In that it's like a hoofed mammal with fire. But that's beside the point. Okay. So, what do I like? Okay, so he's a bull. He's got horns. Rhinos don't have hooves on them, they have toes. Well, sir, rhinos are ungulates, which stands for hoofed mammals. We figured that out last week. Okay, hang on. I'm not gonna like looking this up. Okay, I have to look up rodeo stuff. Rodeo bull. I hope I don't see anything nasty beyond the usual. Oh yeah, does Tauros just have... Okay. So this now is where issues might be found. So it's the whiptail. Tauros has 3 of them. So, And I'm not saying that, like, it's a... I'm not saying it's like a thing where, you know, you can't do it because Tauros did it. But it's when it's like, oh, it's a bull, it's angry. It has almost the same gimmick as the other angry bull. People will draw comparisons. I am people. I just drew a comparison. So it's worth thinking about other things. Okay, so I'm going to... Rodeo bull hire. Okay, Rodeo bull Wikipedia, because I want to find something. Okay. Bull riding is a rodeo sport that involves the rider getting on a bucking bull and attempting to stay mounted with the animal tries to buck off the rider.
American bull riding has been called the most dangerous 8 seconds in sports. To receive a score, the rider must stay on top of the bull for 8 seconds with the use of one hand gripping the bull, rope tied to the bull's forelegs, touching the bull or themselves with free hand or failing to reach the 8-second mark, results in no score ride. Depending on the bull riding organization contest, up to 4 judges might judge the rider and 4 bull judging the performance. Fuck's sake. For most organizations, the perfect score is 100 points. In general, the most professional riders score in the neighborhood of mid-70s to high 80s. Outside of the U.S., bull riding traditions, varying rules, and histories also exist in Canada, Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay, Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, and the Philippines, Japan, South Africa, England, Germany, France. Sure, I thought, like, over in Spain, for sure, they had stuff with bulls. Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Australia, New Zealand, with the majority following super routes, especially bull riders, professional bull riders, also known as PBR organization. Okay. So, I'm wondering if... Now, this is one of those things that, like, shouldn't be allowed, because obviously it's big degree of animal cruelty, but I'm like, you know, if we're going for it, we might as well. Do it. So they have rope that is like tied to their forelegs. So you could have some pattern there. This is all just workshopping, no need to worry. The taming of bulls is ancient roots in contests dating as far back as Minoan culture. Bull riding has direct roots in Mexican contests of equestrian rancher skills now collectively known as charade. I can't pronounce that. I don't speak Mexican. During the 16th century, a hacienda contest called Chiapero developed.
Okay, let's literally... Originally considered a variant of bullfighting in which riders literally rode a bull to death. Thank you. The competition evolved into a form where the bull was simply ridden until it stopped bucking. Fighting fair? I'm not saying change the type, but there could be like a ghost form or something. You're speaking in an American accent when my region is Canadian.
Yeah, score, but I'm reading the Wikipedia. In which the U.S. is the primary concern.
Hang on. So I don't know if I could do it in a Canadian accent, eh? I always have to go like, Bob, Doug, my gondola. I've never been to Canada. I was meant to go, and I think I'm going this year. Okay, let's see. Basically, what I'm looking for here is kind of bull equipment that they'd use, especially if it's fire type, because I have a the thing I'm thinking of at the moment, and I'm like, that's kind of fucked, is if we turned the tail into like a branding iron. But then it's just like, it just scorches its ass every time. I'm heading out of here. As an American, I can't decide if I should be offended or not. We don't get offended around here. That's my go-to. I see a lot of cowboys. That's my voice I go to. I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm still doing the voice. God damn it. Okay. Equipment. Bull riders use many pieces of equipment to both functionally and ensure maximum safety. Also, goodbye, Missy Dupop. I forgot to say goodbye. Hope you have a nice Saturday. Bull rope. The primary piece of equipment used is the bull rope. We need a new layer. Oh, come on. Okay. It is braided rope made of blah, blah, blah. It has a handle. Where does it strap to the bull? It says the front legs, but sometimes it's just showing it's like around the body. Chaps. We don't care about that. Vest. Glove. I like how it says glove and not gloves, because they can only use one. Cowboy boots. Mouth guards. Headgear and face masks. Bull equipment. Okay, this flank strap. The flank strap is a soft cotton rope. It's tied around the bull's flank, contrary to proper brief. The flank strap is not tied around the bull's balls. This rope is to encourage the bull to use its hind legs more in a bucking motion. I mean, we could do a lot with the back legs of the bull in this, because usually what we would think to do is go do something with the horns. Could always do that thing with cows farting and it farts a firestorm out. Could be one of those like symbiosis mons like Slowpoke or Slowbro, and it just has a little dude on his back like, hey, it's me. If it is applied improperly, the bull will not buck well if the flank strap is too tight. Okay. Animal welfare. Just in front of the hind legs. So it's there really where it is. Critics. Oh. Somebody sassy has been editing this this Wikipedia page. Because after the credits and brackets it says who? And after Manny it says who? It says citation needed on everything in animal welfare. Cattle prods are not allowed by any major association. Okay, so let's see. Cattle prod is an electrified stick. Okay. Spurs. The thing on the back of cowboy boots. Okay. I never said it. Like, I think the concept behind this guy is very good. Like, it wouldn't be a lot that we need to change. The only thing for me is the whip fire tail. Because, one, the whip tail is kind of Tauros' thing. And then the, like, fire whip. I guess you could do a fire whip. Because that's already been done by, what are you called? What's the thing that eats Durant? Heatmore. Heatmore's exclusive move is Fire Lash. Which is not the signature Heatmore move anymore. Who else can learn it? Salazzle, Sizzlepede. So yeah, I think like the Fire Whip is fine. But it's the tail. Because then it's like, does it whip itself with kind of just the tail bit? Or is it whipping itself with the fire? And then like the fire wouldn't affect it because it's a fire type. You know what I mean? And I think Bulls seeing red doesn't necessarily mean that this guy has to be red. I think he could have red eyes for sure. Not me drawing a fire cow again. You see then, like, Tauros is just like, bruh, bruh, bruh. It whips itself as it runs. If you wanted, you could go the whole, like, cowboy outfit. You could give it spurs. So, you know, which is it? Mudsdale. When it attacks, it swings around and kicks. So this guy could be like way more back focused. You gotta have a huge dunkus. You know? A big ass is what I'm saying. God, I am exhausted after today. Do you know when like a dog is really nice? And then you see like a very nasty side to it. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? That's me today. Just trying to think of a way for this to not look like total ass. My one. Because just from... I'm not getting anything rodeo from it. You know? it seems more like it would rear up towards me. I don't know what this is. It seems way more like it'd kind of rear up on its hind legs as it has a big upper body than... I'm not saying it needs to have a larger back. It's just like with the front, the front legs have way more detail than the back legs. And it's like ideally... I don't know, this is a tricky one. It's a big confuse there. Tails on fire is always a thing that annoys me as well, but the way it is a whip here is nice and stylized. Here, just read the description again. Oh my gosh. Race based on the rodeo, shows and bull riding. Tail is used as a whip and can set on fire when it's enraged. The ears look like puff of smoke or steam. Yep. Perturbed. This guy's got some big puffy broccoli ears, like. I like the ears. I don't even not like it, you know? I'm just trying to think of the, like, je ne sais quoi that it doesn't have. And je ne sais quoi is like a indescribable quality that makes something appealing. Riodio. GIF. Bull. Yeah, like it's very front legs down, back legs up and kicking, you know? So, like, you could even, do... I know cows can't get... I was about to say that cows get horseshoes. Yeah, you could give it, like, heated hooves as well. Okay, so what you could do is, instead of doing the brandishing iron on the tail and it fucking smacks its own ass with it, so you could keep the tail as a whip. And maybe give it, like, heated back hooves. So its, like, primary way of attacking is through either its horns or its back legs. So that way, it's kind of like from the front, you get the horns, then the body's just there, I guess. Then the sides of the body are protected by the fire tail whip, and then the whole back legs. I think it's genuinely all in the back legs is where this should go. Because it's going to be... You're gonna be like fucking like, whoa, dude, I'm kicking up a storm here, you know? He could shoot fucking fire out of his feet. It's crazy, you know? As for the actual design of it, I couldn't really tell you. But I do think the rodeo part of it should be accented more, because otherwise I'm getting the angry bull part, but I'm not getting the rodeo part. So the bucking, and I'm not saying like put a guy on his back, but the bucking part of it I think should be, because that's what rodeo bulls do. They don't charge. They probably charge after you fall off and they see you. But the whole bucking part I think is the part of that should be accentuated more. Anyway, I'm exceptionally tired. I'm hungry. I've just gotten completely burnt out in energy. I think in the channel there's only like 3 things left, and they're all by the same person. So I might do those. I might stream tomorrow. I might stream during the week now. Maybe. Definitely still on Saturdays. Now, because I'm running out of Fakemon review content, what I'm gonna, if it's a case that I have nothing to review, what I'll do on Saturdays instead is do some of my own stuff, Fakemon wise, and you guys can give like opinions on stuff. It'll be for the Fakemon review series that I'm gonna do. There's just a few that I'm not sure of where to take them, and all that jazz. And usually running ideas by people kind of gives a another perspective, which makes things easier to deal with. I'm also gonna look into getting an Elgato, just to make my avatar more interesting. Move around and whatnot. I mean, he blinks now, but sure, whatever. Also yawning into the microphone like a big dickhead. So yeah, that's been me. I've been DeadBedSpread. This has been DBS. Go watch my new short. It's gotten 2,000 views very quickly. It only had like 100 this morning. Well, it had like 500, but yeah, it's fun. I have another one planned, and the music choice is gonna make people fucking cry. So go on, Chief. Sorry I couldn't do more today, but yeah, I can't be perfect all the time. I hope you were able to take my advice and harness it well, and I wish you all the best. And I added something since last time. Goodbye for now.